Now y'all know Jaguar Wright always has something to say, like she's the unofficial spokesperson for celebrity drama. Well, she's at it again. And this time, her target is none other than Chrisean Rock. Jaguar is publicly calling out Chrisean for being, in her words, a terrible mother and even blaming her for allegedly disabling her son, Junior. Let's get into it. But before diving deeper, here's something that might surprise you. Jaguar and Chrisean are allegedly half-sisters. Yep, you heard that right. This claim surfaced during a live interview Jaguar did on Zbanga Entertainment with her older sister, Mick China. During the chat, China mentioned that Chrisean was their half-sister. However, Jaguar immediately shut that down. She made it clear that she only considers someone a sibling if they share both her biological mother and father. Period.
I was stalking your sister, your half-sister.
Uh-oh. Well, we got the same mother.
Okay, well then, sister, I don't know. I personally, I don't claim anything that came from my parents that didn't come from the both of them. I consider myself an only child. I have lots of siblings, but the truth is I am the only child between my mother and my father, and all of my siblings hated me for that. So
Okay.
if you consider her your full...
Now, a lot of people came after Jaguar for making that statement. One person commented, "This was corny. We don't do the half-sibling shenanigans. A sister is a sister, and a brother is a brother." Another added, "Whether they were raised together or not, this is still her full sister. They come from the same mother. She would only be a half-sibling if they shared only a father. But she's 20 years older than her. I wouldn't expect them to have grown up in the same household when Christian was born." So, it's pretty clear that Jaguar and Croc are estranged siblings, and honestly, that's not too surprising considering the big age gap between them. On top of that, they've been living completely different lives. Croc had the looks, the body, and the media attention. She secured her success early. Jaguar, on the other hand, didn't have the same luck. It's safe to say there might be some tension or even resentment from Jaguar's side, maybe because Croc ended up prettier, richer, and more famous, even though they share the same mother. Still, does that justify Jaguar speaking negatively about Croc's son? At least Jaguar has always been clear. She doesn't mess with Croc like that. Mick China, on the other hand, was once all about calling Croc her sister, her blood, her ride or die, and all that. But when things didn't go her way, she switched up fast, or at least that's how it came across.
Words for some motherfuckers out here, and I don't give two fucks about who get mad. I'm waiting on everybody to get on here so I can really put these in. Motherfuckers start getting a couple dollars and their head get big. Now run back and tell her I said it. First of all, you sitting there dick riding a nigga that beats your ass. You dick riding a nigga that shit your son on the internet. You crazy. You really is fucked up. Your head is really fucked up, Chrisean. Period. Run back and tell her I said it. She's fucked up. Quick as God gave it to her, quick as God will snatch it. For when you sitting there making Blueface your God, you dumb as shit. This the same nigga that was beating your ass. Like literally beating your ass. Put your son all on the internet. Talk down on your son. Didn't even claim your son. You got the game fucked up, Chrisean. You was really fucked up. But you sitting here chasing Blueface. See how much luck you gonna have. You ain't gonna have that much luck. I promise you. And I hope you didn't sell your soul. Because the way you acting, you would think you sold your soul. Ain't no sister of mine. I only claim you. I'm not claiming you. Like you wild as shit. Start getting a couple dollars, their head get big. Fuck out of here.
A lot of people were quick to call out MC China as a clout chaser, someone who was only trying to get close to Chrisean, so she could step into the spotlight too. One person said, "Isn't this the same lady that was crying when Chrisean noticed her? She fanned out, acted more like a fan than a sister. She's not reliable. She barely knows Chrisean. This is completely immature. She's the older sister. She should speak to her privately about how she feels. I don't know how or why she's coming on the internet dragging her. She's pushing 50, and instead, she's online talking about people's children." Another person added, "These sisters are so jealous of Rock. It's sad. I pray she gets far away from them. All of them are very envious." Not only was China allegedly trying to get into the spotlight with Chrisean, but she was also accused of trying to get into her pockets, even though this was the same China who previously criticized Chrisean for letting money change her. One more commenter wrote, "People feel like if you make it in the family, you've got to look out for everyone until there's nothing left. No, go get your own. Nobody owes you anything. People feel entitled to someone else's success. It seems like Chrisean has always had a rocky relationship with her family.
You by himself. He won't break his own damn TVs. If you listen to me, you the only daughter that won't listen to me.
My name can take that back because I do listen. What are you talking about?
You don't, Sean, because we would be in the situation right now. Every time I try to call and tell you a message, you hang up on me.
You don't listen.
Call me hang up.
You answer, bro.
You call me hang up, Sean, because that's what you do.
Everybody need fucking money.
Who everybody need money? Who need money? Who's everybody? I never call you for everything. When did I ever call you for money?
I'm talking about money.
Yeah, but I always need to see if you okay. Who the fuck?
And her older sister, Techie Malone, born from her biological mother and father, was brought up during one of Crowan's live videos on Instagram. While going off on one of her usual rants, she mentioned that she didn't get along with her siblings because, according to her, they didn't mess with her either. That's when she spilled the beans, revealing that, as kids, Techie used to play house with her. If you know what I mean.
I want to be honest. I don't have a real relationship with my sister because when I realized when I got older, she didn't really fuck with me. Too, when we was kids. She was a fast individual, bro. Ask her about when she wanted to play house. No, because she acting like my really trying to touch me. Like, we don't like each other because our childhood, bro. Don't be making up. Like, yeah.
When Chrisean made that comment, the internet came for Tiki, calling her all sorts of degrading names. Tasiki then confronted Crowan about it. Although it wasn't exactly a confrontation, it was more of a sit-down conversation. While Tasiki was trying to clear her name and address the issue, Crowan didn't seem interested in talking about it. She just wanted to move past everything.
Well, I don't know what that.
So, I was literally doing. I just want to know, like,
I'm okay. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm good in life, but the stuff that I deal with, the backlash I deal with behind the stuff that y'all did to me and said about me that's not cool. Anybody.
You say stuff too.
Yeah, but I never would call you no child molester or no rapist or back nobody on no weird shit. I would never call you that. And I know it's not true. I would never call you that. I don't care how mad I get at you. What?
So you want to talk about that or what?
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about you getting me jumped. And then I want to talk about, after that, you doing that, putting the icing on it. And I'm just like, okay, what? Because the jumping didn't work, so that's to make up some, look like a
my
whole
truth
monster.
Is my truth.
What's your truth?
Nobody. Are we sitting down and actually getting it
I want to know what's your truth.
Yes. We don't even have to talk about what was said, because I can talk about what was
your truth.
Because I can talk about what was said. But why would we do that? Why would we backtrack?
It's not backtrack. It's the stuff that I'm going through. This is real life.
I'm going through a lot too. I see dumb stuff too.
But only thing I'm saying is everything that I'm saying is off of retaliation. Sean, when have I ever been amongst you? You've always been with me. What are you talking about? Please help me out. I'm confused.
You're not confused.
I am.
It's just a narrative right now.
Now, some people felt sympathy for Tasiki because these things happen more often than you can imagine, especially in big, mixed families like the Crocons, where there was very little parental guidance. So if Tasiki was playing house with Chrisean, it's probably because something similar was done to her, or she saw it happening somewhere. I mean, both of them were kids when it happened, and while Tiki buried that memory, it definitely left a scar on Croc. Here's what people had to say about it. If Tiki was doing that, then that means it happened to her when she was a child. It's a devastating cycle. Others added, someone hurt her and she came back acting out with the other children. This happens a lot. People need to find out who hurt her because she was also a child. But not everyone was sympathetic. Some called her out for doing croon dirty like that.
Series that ate her sister. Come on now, at 7. You a whole 15, 17-year-old eat your 7-year-old coochie. Know your life been hard, been ugly your whole life. Then eating coochie. Then in your first time eating coochie with your sister's bitch. Out of here. Your sister looks so much better than you that she turned you on, huh? Said, hey, little sis, let me eat.
Girl, Chrisean, has been through a lot at such a young age.
Mom got married, then she remarried.
Was he ever in the house with y'all or no?
He was.
Yeah. And he was abusive to who?
My mother and my sisters.
Like how? What would he do? Like yell, fight, hit?
Nah, he would hit them, like slap them. Like my mother, he would go to the woods, tie her up, and beat her. And
Wait.
He'll line all my sisters up when out back at me against the wall. He'll put me against the wall, and I ain't do nothing with them.
However, it is no excuse for what she did to her son, Junior. Her alcoholism throughout the pregnancy took a toll on that boy.
Ladies, let me see who really been flown out in real life. Let me see who really been flown out in real life, though. Ladies, one more time. What you say?
We've seen people analyze his symptoms, from the lack of hand or eye coordination to the screeching sounds he makes when he cries. Internet users even diagnosed him with crude death syndrome. And now, it seems like everyone has something to say about it, including Jaguar Wright. Now, you already know Jaguar can't stand Chrisean, so she's doing what she does best, throwing dirt. According to reports, Jaguar is not surprised that Junior turned out this way. She claims she always knew Chrisean was dangerous, reckless, and unfit to be a mother. In her view, she saw it coming from the very start, the drinking while pregnant, the clout chasing over actual parenting. Lately, Chrisean has been keeping Junior away from the public eye as much as possible. Hopefully, that means she's trying to get him the help he needs to grow into a stronger, healthier baby boy. Chrisean has also stepped away from her toxic relationships. Right now, she seems to be playing it safe and avoiding anything serious with anyone in particular. We'll know for sure where she stands once Blueface is released, but for now, the focus is on Junior. And now that the Diddy case has lost media traction, some believe Jaguar is just trying to stay relevant by dragging Chrisean's name into the mix. What do you think about Jaguar allegedly speaking out about Chrisean's son, especially after denying having any relationship or concern for her in the past? Let us know your thoughts. Now y'all know Jaguar Wright always has something to say, like she's the unofficial spokesperson for celebrity drama. Well, she's at it again. And this time, her target is none other than Chrisean Rock. Jaguar is publicly calling out Chrisean for being, in her words, a terrible mother and even blaming her for allegedly disabling her son, Junior. Let's get into it. But before diving deeper, here's something that might surprise you. Jaguar and Chrisean are allegedly half-sisters. Yep, you heard that right. This claim surfaced during a live interview Jaguar did on Zbanga Entertainment with her older sister, Mick China. During the chat, China mentioned that Chrisean was their half-sister. However, Jaguar immediately shut that down. She made it clear that she only considers someone a sibling if they share both her biological mother and father. Period. Now, a lot of people came after Jaguar for making that statement. One person commented, "This was corny. We don't do the half-sibling shenanigans. A sister is a sister, and a brother is a brother." Another added, "Whether they were raised together or not, this is still her full sister. They come from the same mother. She would only be a half-sibling if they shared only a father. But she's 20 years older than her. I wouldn't expect them to have grown up in the same household when Christian was born." So, it's pretty clear that Jaguar and Croc are estranged siblings, and honestly, that's not too surprising considering the big age gap between them. On top of that, they've been living completely different lives. Croc had the looks, the body, and the media attention. She secured her success early. Jaguar, on the other hand, didn't have the same luck. It's safe to say there might be some tension or even resentment from Jaguar's side, maybe because Croc ended up prettier, richer, and more famous, even though they share the same mother. Still, does that justify Jaguar speaking negatively about Croc's son? At least Jaguar has always been clear. She doesn't mess with Croc like that. Mick China, on the other hand, was once all about calling Croc her sister, her blood, her ride or die, and all that. But when things didn't go her way, she switched up fast, or at least that's how it came across.